Rashida, you co-wrote your part. How hard did you make it for yourself?
Well, I play Celeste in Celeste and Jesse Forever, and I intentionally extracted the most hideous, insufferable parts of myself. I think it ended up being this other thing, which I was like, phew, thank God, because I thought I would be paralyzed by my having to show these terrible parts of myself. But the truth is, it became somebody else. It wasn't just me.
And what was hardest about, I mean, this is a whole new world for you, but what was the hardest part about it to connect with?
Well, the mud, the dirt, and the mosquitoes was the most hardest part of all of it. With dirt, I'm not that kind of person, as you can see. And with mosquitoes, I'm used to that because I'm in that region. And when we did it, when he said action, we couldn't smack once because that would ruin that shot.
So Mary and Smashed, one of the things I thought was interesting is that Kate makes the decision pretty early in the movie to try to solve this crisis, get help. You know, how interesting a challenge was that? It was to do that.
It was fantastic. I mean, I had never really seen a movie like that before that was about alcoholism, but was not objectifying the lead character in any way. It was really much more of a relatable story of watching somebody struggle and try to become a better person. And so I thought that was really interesting, and I was happy I didn't have to play drunk the entire time.
I love that we were able to show what the woman is going through in addition to what the man is going through. And I feel like it's very balanced in that way.
When I first read the script, the first thing that struck me was just how this woman has this complete journey, you know. She gets to experience every emotion, you know, on screen from beginning to end. And by the end, she's a completely different person. And I feel like those kinds of roles don't come around too often for us as women, you know, not often enough.
The most satisfying thing that's ever happened in my career is writing something and watching people say it and then make it better.
So Elle, I'm going to jump ahead and just ask you about this final scene. Without giving it away, what was that experience like?
That scene was a monster scene. It was 12 pages in the script. So, of course, that was the one that completely just stands out. And beforehand, before we even started shooting, Sally and all of the actors, we all got together for about 3 weeks in Sally's apartment and basically just talked over and analyzed all the scenes except for that one. She wanted to save that one and keep it just sort of fresh for the day. We never did any pickups, so the 12-page scene we would start from beginning to end every time. Like, it had to be that way.
Quvenzhane, how did it progress to the point where you actually got the part of the movie, and you know, did you know what you were supposed to be doing, or did they just say just be yourself and that was it?
When they did everything, we actually went to our main library and we had our audition, and we went to our main library, and I have cards for that library, and we go check out books. And we just went, and I just went to go and try, and then they called back and kept calling back, and it was crazy. And whenever they said I had the part, I was playing this little monkey game, and I had lost, but I had to replay, so.
Smash has been by far the most impactful thing I've done because it was so personal. I've done so many films that I've been so grateful to do, and they've been so much fun. And I've tried to bring something personal to them, and I've worked really hard to relate to the characters, but this is the first time that I came out of it a changed person.
I'm really happy that we were able to make a movie where people can laugh at things that are really kind of difficult to deal with, and then leave feeling like they're not the only ones going through that, and not feeling terrible about themselves. You know, a lot of times you watch movies, you watch a married couple on screen for an hour and a half being the perfect couple, and you leave feeling like something's terribly wrong with you. And I feel like you'll leave our movie feeling like you're okay.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
And it's much appreciated. Elle, I'm curious about what actresses have sort of been the biggest influences for you?
Well, I'm obsessed with Marilyn Monroe, crazy obsessed. And one of the first movies I ever saw was The 7-Year Itch. And from that, I just totally fell in love with her. And that year, I saw it when I was 7. And that year, I was her in the white dress for Halloween. I did the mole and the red lipstick. I did everything. I was so proud of myself. And then also, I have her face cream and face powder from an auction that I'm like, so I'm completely in love with her and just how natural she looks.